merciless at best.
Good morning, Crypto Chaos. How's it going, guys? How's it going? Hopefully you got your coffee and you're ready to get this morning started on the right foot. Oh, geez, another red morning, guys. I mean, we're still kind of following our our baseline, kind of a little low than base. Anyway, how's it going, guys? How's it going? The first one here, it's dry, says Crypto JPEG, of course, referring to last night's wave pool of lube. We don't feel pain anymore after last night. Yes, that's right, Crypto JPEG. We had a very we had a breakthrough last night in our therapy session. It was amazing. Good morning, CryptoCast. Let's bring the green already. Yeah, we still got one more day, guys. Looks like one more day. Let me know in the chat. Looks like the chat is already voting more towards the 62% of you guys think that we're going to hit 116K, at least try to break us out of this resistance before the J-hole on Friday. Good morning. Ready for some crypto and coffee, and don't forget the chaos. Yes, this morning. Cliff, don't forget it. Good morning, Otaku family. Yeah, how's it going, Joyce? Good morning to you as well. I'm a little stuffy this morning. I'm also I got that bunker inspection today as well, so yeah, gonna have to call it early live stream today, so at some point I will have to go, just letting you know. More than likely it's gonna be around 10:15 or so, just like I'll just do 15-minute early today. Yes, good morning, Kaylee. Good morning. How's it going? Yeah, Felix Lapita, how's it going? I can't wait until we have never to hear from JPal ever again. Yes. It's been a long time coming, man. I've been waiting for that day for 5 years. Yes. Good morning, Andy. How's it going? Lambo now, Otaku? No, not quite now, but soon.
When will then be now?
Soon, guys. Soon. All right, let's get into it, guys. We did have Bloomberg talking a little bit about J-hole, what's going over there right now. Still, they've got about what are we looking at? We're looking at like a 24 hours until J-hole, the actual summit, where they are going to speak with us, normies, or plebs. But yeah, tomorrow, yeah, that's the whole thing. Right now, they've been there the whole week already still, so things are kind of unwinding. We're getting data in from Walmart suggesting that the prices are going to go up. So inflation fears are definitely still there. Again, that's still on the table and consideration for Fed and Powell and the rest of the Fed over there. All right, let's get into it, guys. All right, so last night, of course, we hit our, we basically are landing on our a little lower than our baseline target. Again, I've been talking about this. We're oversold to hell. Realistically, we should be going up, but I told you we will not be surprised at all if we wake up again and create another leg down, in continuation until Jackson Hole on Friday. We're literally in the middle of this downward, descending parallel channel, and we just continue to be this way, and we cannot break up or down out of this until we get to at least 116,000. That's the idea, and I think we're a little lower than that now too, 115.5 as of this morning, just because of the overnight session. So we're gonna have to wait. We have to get just a little. It's not that far away. I have to do a switch sentiment like that, but they want to shake out as many people as they can before Friday. That's the idea, anyway. All right, man, my camera settings keep jumping around all over the place. All right, yeah. So what do we got today? I wanted to share this with you guys before the market opens. We got about 5 minutes. This was just kind of the general sentiment right now this morning at Jackson Hole.
Goff told us a couple days ago that he thinks it's going to be headed back up and the Fed will have to start raising rates next year. What's the likelihood that Powell says he's really worried about cutting into an inflationary or inflated economy?
This is actually a really big consideration, especially after yesterday when we got the minutes from the last Fed meeting that showed that inflation very much is front and center for them. We're seeing that with respect to what we got today from the Philly survey, as well as Walmart earnings, showing that they're going to keep raising prices, albeit trying to tamp down as much of those as possible in order to continue to see the same kind of consumer demand. But look, we've seen inflation, core PCE, has been above 2% since 2021, materially so. If they choose to do some sort of average targeting of inflation between 2 and 2.5%, et cetera, that seems to be in the range of where they were looking maybe back in 2020 when they last did their framework review. But times have changed. We are in a newly inflationary moment, and how much tariffs really add to that is a really key question. Do we expect Fed Chair Jay Powell to start talking about what tariffs will do? Hard to say. It seems like a little bit of a political hornet's nest. Nonetheless, they have to address how this sort of supply-demand balance really gets shaken out and how much they feel willing to address some sort of inflationary spike. Are they going to look through it and keep rates where they are, or are they willing to raise rates again at some point to combat that? Look, this is a huge issue, and you're going to see a lot of discussion around it. We heard from this morning from Raphael Bostic of the Atlanta Fed. He still is in line to only cut rates once, which seems at odds with markets that seem to be pricing in at least 2 rate cuts.
All right, Lisa, really looking forward to the programming tomorrow morning. That is Bloomberg Surveillance co-host Lisa.
All right, so that's your skinny, your update for the morning on J-Hole for tomorrow. Yeah, it's still complicated. Felix Cepeda says, I can't wait to wait till hear him. Yeah. Next year, guys. Next year for Jay Powell. We'll never have to see him again. Good morning, Super Danny in the house. How's it going? Good morning, Danny. We have about 2 more minutes until the market open bell. Hopefully you guys are doing all right. Not doing anything stupid before the bull run. That's for sure. Are we ever going to get that bull run? I almost forgot what this thing was called. I'm like, bear run? No, not bear run. Bull run, not bear run. All right, let's see what else we got this morning. Let's take a look at the just the general sentiment before the market bell. Crypto bubbles right now sitting pretty green. This is exactly what happened yesterday. Right before the market bell opened, we were sitting in green on the hour, on the day even. Last night wasn't that bad for altcoins. I don't know about you guys, but my portfolio is still sitting pretty high, regardless to what's going on with expectations of Powell tomorrow. Could be higher, could be better always, but yeah, we're holding on there, guys. We're holding on. Z backing up another 5% on the day. Toshi up 8%. A lot of you guys like Toshi. Not a big fan, of course. The meme coins. Yes, Danny, bringing on the flames this morning. Yes, thank you, my guy. Thank you for those flames. Again, guys, do not forget to hit the like and subscribe on the way out. Do not forget, we are trying to get to 1,000 subs to unlock all the superpowers on the channel. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. I can taste it. Only 150 away, and we unlock everything for the channel. All right, let's get back to the Bloomberg Live and see where they're at.
They delivered a 50%.
If you just go through the math.
All right, we're just waiting for them to get going with that bell. We got a minute and 10 seconds around that. A minute and 10 seconds. Let's get back into the bubbles real quick. I want to take a look at the top 100. OKB, damn, coming up 69% on the day. Holy cannoli, guys. Oh, running from $132 to $125. What's the market cap on this thing? 4.7 billion. It's still down 3 in ranks on the day, though. That's kind of weird. Sitting at 28. This thing's gonna outperform Litecoin. I mean, it's gonna destroy it in market cap soon. Litecoin sitting at like what, 21, right? 21, 22. That's crazy for something like this to come out of nowhere and just destroy everything in its path. All right. We are about ready to open. Any second now. Any second. Boom. They got me again. Every time they do that. They get like 30 seconds. They're gonna go over there. Come on. There we go.
Moments away from the start of trading. This is Bloomberg Open Interest. I'm Matt Miller. We are looking at yet another down day on stocks. S&P has been off basically 5 days in a row. Right now, futures are down 1/3 of 1%. NASDAQ futures also. And when I came in at like 3, they were up. So we thought there'd be a recovery, and there hasn't been one. Goldman Sachs says buy the dip. People aren't doing it yet. Ringing the bell at the New York Stock Exchange, Disney, ESPN, as Chris points out, Troy Aikman there, which is pretty exciting. And this whole story, I think, is pretty cool because as people are able to actually watch live sports on the ESPN Plus apps, they'll be able to totally cancel cable. They don't need Fubo. They don't need DAZN anymore.
Been able to do that forever. Guys, what are you talking about?
Maybe us. Origin is a SPAC. Who knows what they'll do? Something probably great with that money. And
okay.
I don't know. SPACs just tend to like dive, right?
Well,
if you ever look at a SPAC chart that's been awesome.
In 2021, it was a different story, and it feels like we're getting some of that frothiness back in the market. We'll see what happens with Origin. But let's talk about Boeing. Shares unchanged, which is interesting because it was higher pre-market as it moves closer to finalizing a deal with China to sell its 500 aircraft. That is according to people familiar with the matter. This would be contingent on simmering trade tensions between the U.S. and China. Specifically, those trade tensions may be cooling down a little bit. As we were talking about with Sid Phillip a little bit earlier, Matt, that is a big if, and that might be why you're seeing Boeing kind of lose some of the momentum it was building pre-market.
Waiting for that export tax announcement to come out. Walmart shares falling after profit missed expectations due to a rise in insurance claims, legal charges, and restructuring costs. Despite the rare miss, Walmart raised its sales guidance. It had been up almost 14% year to date. It's been up with total return 150% over the past 5 years, so it hasn't done poorly, and maybe this is some profit taking. We're back here with Chris Verone, partner and chief market strategist at Strategas, a Baird company. And Chris, what do you think about the impact of tariffs? Like, we keep waiting for it to show up in the numbers. It hasn't yet, but I guess now economists are saying end of third, beginning of fourth quarter?
I mean, first it was the end of the second quarter, then the end of the third quarter. Now they're talking about 2026. We always concede in our work that the market is far smarter
that's what
than
I'm
we'll ever
saying.
be. And when I look at how the consumer discretionary stocks on balance have responded over the last 6, 8, 10 weeks, I think it's really encouraging that the market has looked through what potential problems may be out there. Discretionary equally weighted is at 5-year relative highs versus the S&P, so strong as it's been versus the index in 5 years. You've seen the index itself break out on a price basis. Internally, we have some of the best participation within discretionary that we've seen in years. So if I'm going to take the market's word, I think the consumer's in pretty decent condition here. Whether that's a response to future rate cuts, whether that's a response just to this resiliency that's been so clear over the last number of years, we'll see in time. But I think the consumer is still in a decent place here.
Well, on the topic of tariffs, let's talk a little.
I don't know about that, buy guy. I don't know about that. I see it every day. I leave the bunker. The normies, they're not happy. They're not happy. They're losing their jobs. They're having to scrape on by, have to choose great value items at Walmart. I know the normies. I see them every day. I shop at Dollar Tree. It's not good, man. It's not good, especially when all the Dollar Tree items are being replaced by $2 and $3 items, $5 items. It's crazy. All right, let's see what else we got this morning. See what market sentiment is this morning with the stocks opening today. 55. Damn, guys, we're getting close to we are literally in neutral now for the stock market. Crypto fear and greed now. It was 43 yesterday in fear. Was it 43 in fear? We get up a little bit better. Neutral this morning. Not too bad, guys. Not too bad for that as well. Let's take a look at CNBC this morning. Fox Business. Let's take a look at the Dixie. How's the Dixie doing? It's probably at 98.3. Yep, 98.3. Nothing new there. All right, Fox Business, guys. And guys, if you guys do not have, I do not have all of the money in the world to pay for all these streaming platforms. If you guys want to watch some of the legacy news, the TradFi news, you have to pay off for all these, subscription models. Don't do that. Please just go to newslive.com and get it for free, like me, because it's free. It's for me. That's what I say. Oh, Jesus. All right, so this is Fox Business this morning. We got them reporting on Tesla. Tesla's 6-seat EV likely not launching in the United States. Damn, out of Musk this morning. CNBC live stream.
25 times revenues. OpenAI trades at a far lower multiple to revenue.
That's Citron's whole point.
Now, that said, OpenAI does not have anywhere near the profitability. It's not even profitable. Obviously, they're going to spend. They're talking about who knows how much money. But it is interesting to compare even with private companies whose valuations have been soaring, the likes of some of our public companies trade at higher valuations.
There was also this.
All right, all right. The AI trend is kind of dying, man. I think it's over for right now. It'll come back hopefully by the end of the year, fourth quarter, if not next year. Let's see what we got going on. Let's get back into Bloomberg. They're still talking with the same yapper. God. I guess we could zoom on in real quick and see what the current sent.
The long end.
I think when you talk about the long end and you put it in context of what's happened this year, it's also been another story of waiting, and hey, nothing happens, right? First it was the tax bill, then it was the tariffs. Any of these were supposed to break the long end out, and it never happened. You know where the long end is breaking out? In Germany, right? So the one area without a tax bill, without a big, that's where you've seen the big move on the long end. German 30-year yields through about 3.25, making cycle highs here, not in the U.S. So very important distinction there.
All right. Let's see what we can dig up for headlines this morning. So this is kind of a slow morning before Jackson Hole. U.S. homes are now unaffordable for any typical American household as buying power drops. Yes, that's the kind of doom I want to wake up to in the morning. Yes. Yes, let's read that one right out the gate. I have a friend right now who's buying a house. I cannot believe it. It's kind of crazy. Oh, Jesus.
It is up all of 0.15%.
Oh, jeez. So yeah, as of August, only 28% of homes in the U.S. market were priced in within reach of the typical household. Get out of my face, I'm trying to read this. With the maximum affordable home price for a median income household falling to $298,000. That's insane. That's insane. Yeah, that's the most people are willing to buy, and that's like the average price for a home in my area, about $300K. In 2019, that figure was $325,000, according to real estate firm's Buying Power report. This means buying power is down nearly 30%, $30,000 nationally. It's about yeah, it's a little more than 15%. Higher mortgage rates are largely to blame, according to Realtor.com chief economist Daniel Hale. Oh man, I just sold my house for like $320,000. So yeah, again, that's like the most people are willing to spend. Period. What do we got here? Even as incomes grow, higher interest rates have eroded the real-world purchasing power of the typical American household, Hale said. Noting that this dynamic is forcing many buyers to adjust their expectations, whether that means looking for smaller homes, moving farther out, or delaying the dream of home ownership altogether. Yeah. I see it every day. I live in a valley of bunkers. People are happier just to rent out bunkers than they are to buy a home themselves. Yeah, it's looking pretty bad, guys. Last night we actually in the normie search history we saw global currency. We saw world currency being searched. And in the top searches, it said the dollar was losing its position as global currency. And I'm just like, yeah, this has been going on for a while in the background. No one's been paying attention. All right, guys, let's get back to the chat real quick and catch up with you guys and see what else we can dig up this morning in the chaos, fire, and confusion, according to Danny. Let's go. They're going to cut rates. Yeah, they're going to cut rates. That's what they're going to do. We're expecting at least 2 more rate cuts for this year. At least. That's what's priced in right now. I guess it's not great, guys. It's not great. Two 25 basis point cuts is not really going to move markets. I think that's going to look kind of dovish right now. But anyway, we'll have to see. Danny says my stool has been glow in the dark for a few days now. Yeah. Oh, God. It's just been that kind of way. You eating all that shrimp? We found out from the normie searches, all of the shrimp right now is being questioned in America for radioactive exposure. A guy says just in time for the bell at Walmart. It's particularly Walmart. Yeah, just in time for the bell. I'm glad you made it. Yeah, A guy, I'm glad you made it. Good morning, A guy. Yes, Andy, Achille. Good to see you guys still holding in strong. Yes, after last night's therapy session, I don't think you guys can be afraid of anything anymore. Yes, and Perez saying good morning, and still waking up. Yeah, I hear you, man. I was up till 3 a.m. last night cleaning up the bunker for this inspection. Again, guys, I'll be heading out a little earlier today, just to give you a heads up. All right, so that's what's going on with the housing market right now. It's not good. It's not good. Tyler and Cameron Winklevoss make big donation to boost Trump agenda. Guys, this is on Fox Business. Damn. We made Fox Business headlines right away. Right out the gate. We talked about this briefly last night. Tyler Winklevoss dropped millions worth of Bitcoin into PAC to help booster our bolster Trump's admin's pro-crypto agenda. Is this actually covering the right article?
The president said this: "I am not here to negotiate for Ukraine." The president is en route to his
usually
Vladimir
never is.
Putin right
and so forth. So that is,
there we go. Yeah.
One of the top.
There's Paul Atkins.
But the main reason for doing all this and addressing these various regulations is to provide some certainty for people, because for too long now there was a lot of guesswork, and there was a very, I would say, a hostile environment as far as people trying to innovate. Lawyers couldn't give their clients opinions as to what was legal or not, and the SEC and other agencies sent very shifting views as to, what was undergirding their view towards crypto assets.
All right. This is actually an older interview. I remember this one. This was one he was coming out talking about his project Crypto. Again, he wants to give clarity to the markets, and I don't blame him. This is, I thank God, we have a very positive enforcer in our, in our Securities and Exchange Commission. And Treasury. Okay. What else we have here? U.S. homes, yes, unaffordable. People 55 and older start a new chapter ditching mortgages and for renting. God. I love these headlines today, guys. I love them. Powell's potential final move as Fed chair while America faces economic crossroads. Jeez. All right, I don't want to spend too much time in the headlines. I do want to get back to the real news over all the breaking news that might be happening over on Bloomberg. And we'll get back to the headlines here in a second. CNBC, Fox Business. Here we go, CNBC.
Resonated with me of Jeffries, who's also a contender.
What do you think of his audition, by the way, Sarah?
Look, he made a good
Because it felt as though he truly was auditioning
They
for the
all
job
are auditioning
yesterday.
for the job. I mean, it's not just him. I think but he made a good case that you have to make the case now that rates are restrictive, and therefore you should cut. Even if there's a little bit of inflation risk to the outlook, the rates are restrictive, and we want to protect the economy. He's also really focused on the balance sheet as well as a tool, which is adding to the restrictive conditions on the economy. So, look, they all want to lower interest rates. I think they all want to preserve somewhat of Fed independence as well. But there's a good case economically to be made right now for lowering interest rates and for doing, some substantial cuts, which is we've had these tight rates, and while inflation's picked up a little, not really much. It's been in a range, and the 2-year yield is a lot lower than Fed funds, which suggests time to cut.
All right. Some more, of course, bantering we have not, of course, always we've heard before, but coming from a pretty face now to this morning.
What are you, stupid?
Yes. All right, what else we got? Same stuff, different day, guys. It's the same stuff. Same stuff as yesterday. God, come on. Give me something new. Give me something juicy. I want to see the same shit. Thanks. Thanks, Bill. All right, what else we got here? Let's go back into the headlines. Let's take a look at CNBC's headlines. And we'll get into Powell. Yeah, I cannot believe that. Yeah, that we're in the headlines every single morning, every single day in crypto now is front and center everywhere. Walmart hikes full year outlook even as it says tariff costs are rising, according to CNBC. And Walmart. I do like to see the doom. So much doom this morning. So much doom. Mom and pop traders are dumping tech. Yeah. 10 things to watch in the stock market. Many people under 30 struggle with essential skill in the workplace. Okay, it says a workplace. I mean, take a look at that too. See what my fellow 30-year-olds are struggling with. In the 10-year U.S. Colleges where students study the hardest, number one isn't Harvard or MIT. These are nothing articles. How billionaire family offices bet on stocks during tariff turmoil. Stocks making pre-market moves. Walmart. Of course, it's all about Walmart today as their earnings are coming out. Trump's Nvidia and Intel meddling is a scattershot method of crony capitalism. I mean, they're basically turning DC into a venture capital fund. How billionaire family offices bet on stocks during the terror. I think I already read that headline. It's already here again. Trump says U.S. will not approve solar or wind power projects. We're going full nuclear. It's probably. Radioactive, baby. Radioactive. God. Don't forget. Danny Stool is still radioactive, glow in the dark. All right, let's get back in the chat real quick. Just in time for the bell. Yes, I'm happy to see you guys here. Kaylee, yes, good morning. To see you guys here, hodling strong. Hope you guys are doing great in the chat this morning. Meta puts the brakes on its massive AI talent spending spree. These are nothing articles today, guys. Nothing. Sony raises PlayStation 5 prices in the U.S. as tariffs start to hit. We saw this start to hit the normie search history last night. It's not just the Sony PlayStation. It's also the Switch 2. I heard the Switch 2 prices are going to be upped as well. So get your hands on one of your favorite consoles before it's too late. States brace for less disaster relief as aid as Trump administration reshapes FEMA. Yeah, it's a lot of doom today, guys. A lot of doom. S&P 500 falls for the 5th day in a row. Dow drops 200 points, dragged lower by Walmart. All right, let's get back into Bloomberg, see what they're talking about. Anything else?
That's for sure. And you're seeing more
Walmart slips
Aldi's
on
pop
profits
up around the U.S., so it's a good point and something to keep an eye on. I do want to get your opinion on Target. Of course, we got the news yesterday that they're appointing long-serving executive Michael Fidelki to succeed as CEO here. He is a company insider.
Target.
And Andrea, you wrote about how really he's taking over a company that's confronting an identity crisis right now.
They got Spot. They got the dog. They'll be fine. All right. Well, I'm over it. I'm over Target. I heard enough about that yesterday. Walmart hikes sales and earnings outlook even as tariff costs are rising. On Thursday, releases full year's earnings and sales outlook as the online business posted another quarter of double-digit gains, even as the company said its costs are rising from higher tariffs. The big box retailer topped Wall Street quarterly sales estimates, but fell shortly on earnings expectations. The first time it missed its quarterly earnings since May of 2022. Guys, the sodas at the checkout now are like $2 or $3. I'm pretty sure it's like $2.50 now, at least minimum. Prices are gone insane since I was a kid, man. I remember a soda was 50 cents. 50 cents at the checkout. A dollar for a bottle. Those, of course, you're lucky to get a can now for $1.50. The company said it's felt pressure on the profits of the period, including some of the one-time expenses such as restructuring costs, price insurance claims, and the litigation settlements. Hell, a glass bottle of Coke now is like $3. Like, what the F, man? Like, that's insane. Insane, man. I just don't drink soda anymore. It's too expensive. It's too expensive. I literally just drink water out of the faucet. Again, the company said it felt pressure of profits in the period, including from some one-time expenses such as restructuring costs, price insurance claims, and litigation settlements. Get to the point of course, how you're going to charge more of your customers more money to combat these tariffs. That's the idea, what they're doing. This is managed by one item and item category basis. He said there are certainly areas where we have fully absorbed the impact of higher tariff costs. There are other areas where we have had to pass on some costs along to the customers. They don't say it, but they're passing it on to someone. It's, of course, to the consumer. He said the tariffs costs are continuing to drift upwards. Even so, Rainey said Walmart hasn't seen a change in its customer spending. For example, sales of private label items, which typically cost less than national brands like Great Value, were roughly flat over the year, he said. Everyone is looking to see if there are any creaks in the armor. Really? Cracks? Who the hell says creaks in armor? Come on, my guy. Who the hell wrote this thing? Who's speaking? Oh, that's one of the big wigs over at Walmart. It's not happening, or anything that's happening with the customer, but it's been very consistent. He said they are continuing to be very resilient. I don't see it. I don't personally see it, but that's their numbers, not mine to fudge. Okay, moving on. Many people under 30 struggle with the essential skill. What skill are they referring to? for my fellow 30-year-olds. The reality is many of us are comfortable in our aloneness. They're being a little bit more introverted, I guess. And we've gotten pretty comfortable turning to ChatGPT for answers instead of asking our colleagues with what they think, even for simple problems. Okay, gotcha. Especially in Gen Z, man. Oh my God, Gen Z is just like screen here, screen there, screen there. And person, no, screen, yes. God. Man, so crazy the world we live in these days. All right, let's get back in through the run through of the news outlets again. CNBC, Fox Business, everyone's on break again. We caught them on break. We're gonna have to probably dig into crypto news a little earlier, guys. A little early. We're gonna go in there about 8 minutes early than we usually do, and see what kind of crypto news is already loaded for you. All right. What else do we have here? BNB hits all-time high. Damn, dude, Binance chain. Though I don't particularly invest in exchange tokens, but Binance is still in the top 10 assets, guys. I keep forgetting this thing is there. Probably top 5, 6, something like that. Yeah, after days of pervasive bearish sentiment, the cryptocurrency ecosystem shows signs of potential reversal last night, as a majority of altcoins posted modest gains. The collective upward movement was significant enough to propel the total crypto market capitalization back to 3.9 trillion threshold, with the Bitcoin's seemingly static. BNB was among the top picks as it rallied to a new all-time high of $882 for Binance. Binance, guys, Binance. That's crazy. Let's take a look at market cap real quick while we're talking about it. Crypto market cap right now sitting at 3.85 trillion, falling about 0.05 overnight, as this article suggests. We touched back to 3.9 last night. There you go. Just barely, right there. That's what they're referring to. And then, of course, BNB right now sitting at number five in market cap. Damn, outperforming Solana by $18 billion, 18 billion with a B. Doge still holds on numbers 9 and Cardano at 10. Tron still sitting at number 8, moving on up. All right, nothing else has really changed in the top 10. Okay, let's get back into that article. What else can we find here? In the crypto news. Right, before I go into another article, let me get back in the chat real quick and catch up with you guys after the wave hits the chat. All that doom is a distraction unit for the normies. Yes, nothing is scripted news, says Cliff. Programming makes me want to look for what the population is being distracted away from. It isn't the shrimp. Oh my God. But yeah, it's also the shrimp. Soda all-time high and 0 real sugar inside. Yeah, it's so sad. You have to pay $3 for a freaking tiny bottle of Coke to get real sugar. Crypto JPEG saying, I hope we're done with all the red dildos. I'm all out of lube. Yes. Not quite yet. We still got one more day. Big win for Walmart to eat from the wrong plate of shrimp. What the hell? You guys are nuts in the chat this morning. Yes, and you got 65% of you guys, just a reminder, 65% of you believe that we are going to break out of this descending pattern. More than likely before Jackson Hole on tomorrow morning. So tomorrow morning we'll be doing full coverage of that until it stops. I got no plans tomorrow as of right now, thank God. So yeah, we are probably going to be covering that full stop tomorrow. All right, let's get back into the news. Anything else breaking? As an hour ago, Bitcoin price watches 112K at the line of defense. Yeah, that's it. 112K. If we break that, we're probably going down to 110 psychological level. And then the worst case scenario, like, I don't want to say it. Like 105. Oh, where is it? 108. Oh yeah, 108. That's our next strongest level of previous resistance. That's now support. 108. Remember when we stuck there for like a whole freaking month? Oh man, that was yeah, it was fun. That was the HODL gang back in June, back in June. I remember that. June was a good time. It was a good time. All right, getting back into it. Not a bad candle on the day. This is a 1 hourly candle, looking pretty good. Looking pretty good this morning, right out the gate. Still can't get us back above 114 though. We saw that a little bit of a rally last night. All right, getting back into the news. Ethereum exit queue hits peak high since 2022 proof of stake transition. That's crazy. I remember the proof of work to proof of stake transition on Ethereum. Oh, if I remember the name of that damn Shanghai. I think it was the Shanghai update. I think Ethereum exit queue hits peak high since 2022 proof of stake transition. This week, Ethereum's validator exit hit a record high, the biggest since network shifted proof of stake to proof of work in 2020. Proof of work into proof of stake in 2022 in the bear market. This is what, guys, I had to say it. Samson Mow might be, I don't know if he's right about where it's all going, but he's definitely been talking about this now for weeks, like 2 or 3 weeks. Samson Mow's been screaming from the rooftop about how Ethereum's staking queue is exiting, and he's saying it's all going to Bitcoin. I'm saying it's all going to altcoins to fund the rallies and the altcoin season, and then eventually making its way into Bitcoin at the end of all that, as a lot of people are going to take their profits in Bitcoin, like moi. All right, big wig at Walmart. Eat from what? Eats from what? Jesus. All right. Eat the shrimp. Yeah, he's still talking about shrimp in the chat. Oh my gosh, all that doom. Yes, all that doom. I hope we're done with all the. Yeah. Okay, big wig at Walmart. Eat the wrong plate of shrimp. My God. I don't know what you're referring to, Cliff. I must have missed the timing on that one. All right, so yeah, the queue swelled in recent weeks. Let's see what we're talking about here. Oh yeah, the exit queue for Ethereum. The wait for the full withdrawal is stretched from 15 days to 16 days when factoring in a withdrawal sweep delay of roughly 9.5 days. I remember the staking process used to take 30 for Ethereum, so it's actually come down a bit, quite a bit, since my old days in ETH. That's not bad. That's not too bad. The queue, I still actually have a friend. We created him a bankruptcy portfolio. It's a really fun portfolio we did. Basically, he won't be able to sell until 2028 anyway. So we're actually going. We're building for strength in his portfolio, and he actually did stake some ETH for him. But he staked it in his exchange, and I told him, no, you're doing that in your cold storage wallet. What are you doing? Get that thing out of there. And now he has to wait a full 2 weeks just to get it out. That was a fun conversation. Oh man. Anyway, normies are gonna do what normies do. They just don't listen. The queue swelled in recent weeks in the late July, showing about 520,000 ETH waiting. Climbing up roughly almost 700,000 ETH by July 25th. About 809 ETH by August 15th, topping out nearly 900, almost a million ETH on August 18-19, before hovering around the record marks above 916 on August 20th. The subject is also a hot topic on social media channels like X, as that's where Samson Mow's been talking about for a while. They didn't even refer to him at all. I'm surprised. He's been screaming. We had Artem Krishnokov. I can never pronounce that person's name. Guys, the exit queue is good. Number of Ethereum validators really must go down. Almost 1.1 million active is quite insane, to be honest. EIP 7,251 consolidation helps, but not as effectively as expected. Although as it speed up, staking did not stop. The entry queue about 230,000 to 268,000 ETH with a 3 to 4 day wait signals steady interest is joining the validator set even as withdrawals rise. Many believe that the main driver behind this trend is Ethereum's price, with a growing number of hodlers opting to cash out. All right. So that is what's going on with ETH currently. Speaking of ETH, what's the current price at? 4,262. It's held in there pretty good. I don't think it ever lost its 4,000. No, it never lost its 4,000 threshold. And we just got on here. We just got on those rails back on last Friday. So 2 Fridays ago? It might have been 2 Fridays ago. Today's the 21st. That was the 8th. So 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago from tomorrow. And yeah, that's as long as we've been up there. We haven't been up at 4,000 levels since the beginning of the year, back in January. Still has never reached its previous all-time high. to date. Got close. Got like $50 away or something like that last weekend. All right, guys, let's get back into it. Back in the chat real quick, see what's going on. Jake the Snake is here. Oh, welcome, the King of Ohio, Jake. The Snake. Good morning, my guy. How you doing? Godzilla welcomes you as always. Yes. Let's see what else we have here in the chat. What's going on? Jake the Snake says, "Man, I need 55 coffees, 55 fries, 55 lines. What? 55 lines? Oh." We're talking about Coke earlier, yes. 155 radioactive free shrimp to wake up. Let's go. Jake the Snake, I was wondering if it was just me dragging this morning. No, man, I'm feeling it too, man. Jake the Snake says, wondering if it was, Danny, I could use some coffee right now, about now. I've been sipping all morning, man. I'm almost done with my coffee. Shit. Otaku looks be kind always. Prediction for tomorrow is a bust as well. Damn, yeah, Danny. It looks like it, Danny. Yeah, coffee this. Oh well, you never know. So did you set that up, Danny? I forgot who put that on the board. Be kind prediction. It actually may not be a bad place. Again, it depends on the timing tomorrow. Again, I put this in there. The closest without going over. Price predictions, right? So Price is Right rules. We're of course going to be looking at this prediction for until midnight tomorrow with our market coverage on the foreign markets open. Oh, they're not going to open tomorrow though. Yeah. Into the weekend. All right, let's see. Good morning, of course. Kevin Binkley, bringing more coffee to the chat. Thank you. I appreciate it. I need some more. Good morning. Kevin is here. We got Kevin. Yes, we got Kevin. Yes, Cliff. Probably Daniel-san, but on the bright side, says Jake the Snake. Let's see what else we have here. Yes, 100% Jake the Snake, says Cliff. A red week might clear out the weak hands. Yes, this is exactly what the market's probably needed. It was overbought for a little bit. We did hit all-time highs on Bitcoin. People keep forgetting it's only $10,000 away from where we're at now. What's up, Z-Bank? Yes, what's up, Jake? Yeah, good. We're all feeling it. Recharging. We'll be ready for more chaos soon. Yes. Yes, let's go. Crypto JPEG says, if we're treading down into the meeting, that means we can come out green, trending up, right? 100%. Yes. So watch out for some volatility during Jackson Hole's the summit meeting. If they say something negative, it will probably send the entire market into a hizzy fit into the weekend, and maybe a recovery by Sunday. If he says something positive, like we are flat out going to do a rate cut on September, just flat out saying that, like they did last year, same time last year, they said the same thing, then the markets are going to pre-rally into the weekend. So looking pretty good either way. I'm not afraid of what's going to happen either way. I mean, more blood for us to buy, and of course more green for us to relish in our portfolio. I don't care either way. Let's get back in the news. We got to see if there's anything else breaking popping up right now. As Trump doesn't stop stirring up the chaos. I gotta say, I had to add him to the spirit animal list at some point, because my God, dude, he's been really wrecking the markets here lately. All right, let's see what's going on. That's Bloomberg doing nothing right now. They're on break. Fox Business cannot load at the current moment. This is what you get when you get things for free. Unfortunately, sometimes they don't work. And CNBC, existing home sales in July, fall. Yes. As we covered that already this morning. I love these doom these doom segments. Let's see what else we have here on the headlines. Anything else popping up? Anything breaking? Not really. S&P 500 falls 50 in a row. We already covered all that. Billionaire families, yada, yada, yada. Let's get back into some crypto news. And I got to go in about 10 minutes, guys. Just giving you a heads up, forewarning you. Hopefully Bloomberg will come back so I can get some more updates from them over there. I guess we could skim through and see if we missed anything over there real quick. They're coming back in like 30 seconds. Let's go back a little bit in the time machine. See if we missed anything about 5 minutes ago, what they were talking about. Or not. All right, screw it. We're just going to dive into some more articles. find some more stuff over at Crypto News. Hawkish FOMC meeting minutes knocks legs out of crypto bounce. We covered that last night. That's old. This is why I try to give it until 10 a.m. to load new articles. We already covered all of them last night. OKB price hits a new all-time high amid a 50% spike. We just mentioned that earlier in the pre-market open. That coin was popping off, man. It was up more than that. Right before the stock market opened. Institutional interest in Ethereum in the crypto ecosystem reaches record level. Here's the latest data. I mean, there's more Ethereum news. I really don't want to talk about Ethereum again. Let's see what else we can find. Justin Sun plans Tron fee adjustments as TRX price rises. Morpho price jumps 12%, leading markets. Founder X DAO predicts XRP price of BNB hits 3,300. I wonder what they're talking about here. Currently trading at $2.88. This is insane. I still can't believe that SUI is worth more than XRP at present moment. It's nuts. Unlike BNB, XRP has yet to set a new all-time high, but come close to it in July when it hit all. Yeah. So what are they expecting? XRP could reach $22 in December. 22. That's a lot. My max is like 19. Just because, again, the market cap is going to be redonkulous this year alone if it does happen. $9 outlook is very much more conservative. I think it's more realistic. Yeah, so that's what they're talking about. If where is it? If BNB hits new all-time high, what were they calling for? What price? Oh man, that's what happens. 2,800. Damn, 3,300. That's crazy by the end of 2025. That's insane. That's what they're predicting anyway. That's crazy. BNB, of course, still the largest crypto exchange on the planet. I think that's going to change in the future, though. With of course, Coinbase right now holding most of the Bitcoin for the ETFs right now for them on the exchanges. I think that's going to change in a big way. Shiba Inu faces increased selling pressure. Why? Because who cares about memes in this current market? Why altcoin scene hype collapsed after just 1 week? I mean, we lived through it. I don't think we need to. Yeah. What else? Anything else? This is all as of like 30-40 minutes ago. It's all new. It's just not really breaking or significant. Thailand's crypto tourist drive. We've been talking about that for a few weeks now. Very excited to see, of course, them opening up to crypto positive tourism in their country. Yeah, we're definitely going to be meeting up there soon, guys. Okay, let's see what's going on in the chat. What is it's happening in the chat now, guys? Holy crap! Wen Moon, you know Wen Moon. Every day you ask, you know Wen Moon. The market could cream its pants if they signal a rate cut for sure. 100%. Yes, 100%. I am the chosen one, says Jake the Snake. Actually, the president. The president says that. I guess. Some heads will pop, says Cliff. 100%. Honestly, I think it's already priced in. To be honest, we'll get a recovery rally. Just kind of like a little bit of a pump in the right direction, get things going again, momentum into next week. Hopefully, all-time highs for some more coins. Hopefully, Bitcoin, and yeah, and it'll all be over. God, cannot believe we're still waiting for this whole happy Thursday, Grand Rising Otaku. That's right, it's Thursday, guys. Happy Thursday to everyone. Yes, hope everyone is doing well and get this money, Gamma. 100%. You too. Go Gamma Rangers. Yeah, Purple Gamma Ranger to the rescue. Oh man, Gamma. You should look up the Trump chosen one soundbite. Yes, let's look into that. Let's get a little bit of a break. I am the chosen one.
I am the chosen one. Somebody had to do it. So I'm taking on China. I'm taking on China on trade.
Yeah, he's starting a war with the whole world. Yes. I love it. I am the chosen one. Yes. That's legendary. He is something else, man. He is something else. All right, let's get back into it. Bitcoin holding on to 13.7. Crypto bubbles right now. Take a look at crypto bubbles. I gotta go. I gotta go in about 5 minutes, guys. Just heads up, heads up. OKB still holding about 60% of its gains on the day. Everything looking green right now. Pretty much everything in the top 100 on average is up 2.8%. Not bad, not bad at all. Actually, the biggest in most of the yeah. And pretty much everything is happening right now. Top 100 is doing pretty damn well. ZBEX up at 6.5%. What's down? What would I be recommending you guys look at DCAing into? White Rock is still down 26% on the week. What about the month? What's down in the month? 32% down on XCN. Still my favorite place to DCN right now. That and Jasmine, 20% down on Jasmine, XCN. In the top 200. It's the only thing that's down in a major way that I'd recommend investing into right now. Again, not financial advice. Helium's also down 28%. If you guys are big fans of Helium, it's been a while since I even mentioned it, but that's not a bad place to be sitting on some, are building a bag at. 28% down on the month. Again, these opportunities are fleeting away from us every single day. And we get less and less opportunities to invest and get some big gains in a short term, right? Short term. In top 100, there's nothing. I mean, Virtual's Protocol down 34%. I really don't like anything else, and nothing else is really down like more than 20%. It's just that. It's just that. All right, guys. So those are, of course, my big picks for today. Again, running out of options, running out of time. We're on borrowed time, literally on borrowed time. So do not miss the big move. All right, what else we got here? Jacob Snake says, yes, unicorn. What the hell? I had a dream about XCN. I'm not sure what's a good sign for my bags or a bad sign for my mind. Oh my God. It's a good omen, man. It's a good omen. Let's get back into some TradFi news before we head out. Do another run.
Subscribe to our new stock
Cracker Barrel.
Listen for 5-minute audio.
Slipping. The normies were looking up Cracker Barrel, and there was a logo thrown in there too. So I don't know if Cracker Barrel changed their logo. Is that whatever the hubbub is about? Unveils a controversial logo change. We could take a look at that real quick, since that was. They're just going more simpler. It looks like the Waffle House logo. Oh my God. It's not great. I mean, it's too simple, man. It's too simple. Yeah, and I don't like the emblem. I don't like the shape of the emblem. Why is it a chevron? I don't know. I don't know. They could have just made it a barrel with there, and I'd say it looked better if they just made like a, horizontal barrel. I'm a graphic designer, guys. I kind of know what I'm talking about.
What are you, stupid?
Yes, always. Okay, moving on. That's what's going on. That's Cracker Barrel getting a lot of pushback on that. What's going on with Bloomberg right now?
Those sectoral tariffs, when President Trump announces those, there may be a concession for European steel and aluminium and derivative products. That's conditional on the EU meeting certain conditions. For example, there's a line in there about ensuring that their markets ring-fenced from overcapacity. I think that's code for tackling cheap steel coming from China. There's also detail in there about cooperation on economic security, digital trade, food standards. So this is covering a lot of ground, and this is before we get, of course, to the big dollar agreements in terms of the EU promising to buy hundreds of millions of euro worth of US energy and invest hundreds of millions of euros into investment projects here. We didn't get too much detail on that. So there's a lot to get across, but the bottom line is the EU and US are continuing to proceed along with this new trade agreement that they have.
And is there some kind of timeline for this? Because the preliminary deal, it was announced like a month ago. So how much longer, will this take, these discussions?
Well, there's a lot of detail, I think, still to be worked out. For example, we need to see how the steel tariff concessions, if they do get concessions, will shake out. For example, Lisa, I think in particular there's a lot of focus on the dollar value investments that have been promised. When will they begin to roll out from the European side? Where will they go? How soon will those projects get off the ground, for example? Now on the EU side as well, they're promising concessions, for example, and then allowing in more American seafood, more American farm produce, that type of thing. So there's a baseline agreement there that gets up and running pretty quickly. The 15% tariff rate's up and running, and it'll cover lots of merchandise goods. But there is detail to be worked out on these other sectoral tariffs and on the investment side of things.
All right, that's the current update over the seas in the EU tariff side. Let's see what CMB is talking about right now. Walt Disney, yay! I mean, they're just doing Walt Disney stuff. Fox Business, CoreWeave, up 3%. Damn, on the day, damn.
Let's not forget, CoreWeave on August 12th was nearing $150 per share, now just around 95.
Almost 4%.
Let's take a look at Sony.
And Sony, they're dropping, dropping a little bit because they just announced a increase on their PS5. All right, we know. Just looking for some more stuff relative to our space. Let's get into some news. So take a look at Cointelegraph, see what they got up this morning. Gemini receives MiCA license for Malta after May derivatives approval. Bitcoin analysts point to manipulation as Bitcoin price falls to 17-day low. But who is manipulating the price? I show you guys every single day. I show you every single day at 3 p.m. What happens at 3 p.m. every single day? The ETFs buy up all of the dip. All of it. Every day. Every day. You don't trust my word. Take my word for it. You can see it in the charts. Every day, 3 p.m. Let's take a look at, I'll show you guys another one. 3 p.m. on the charts. Let me just find one. It looks like one right here. Right there, boom, right there, 3 p.m. Bam, bought up all that dip, bam, shot it back up. Of course, we're gonna sell it off again. Bitcoin rolling up a little bit right now, sitting at 113.8. Not too bad right now. Again, another day right here. That's 3 a.m. I'm looking for 3 p.m. Right there, right about there. Get into the 1 hour, you can probably see it better. It's 12 a.m. right there. Oh God, I'm in the one. Okay, let me find another one. I'm not gonna be able to sleep until I find it. There we go. There's another one right there. Bam, huge one right there. 1.2% on Bitcoin on just that move alone from the ETS settling for the day. Guys, you cannot make this crap up. It's highly manipulated. I don't know if they're going to roll into that article. We'll take a look and see what they say. Bitcoin analysts point to manipulation as Bitcoin price falls to 17-day low. Analysts say the Bitcoin price action is looking increasingly orchestrated as Bitcoin taps its lowest level since August 3rd amid ongoing U.S. selling. Yes, and you can tell too, every time we go into the foreign market, we chip on up, they're buying our dip, and then we always crash it in the market open. That's why I always say America sucks. I can't. Jeez. Yep. Bitcoin price manipulation is one explanation for the downside with exchange order book bid liquidity in focus. Yeah, that's a crazy thing too, guys. That the order books right now is looking stupid. This is, of course, Kimba, the White Snow Lion, on YouTube, bringing the live book map for free. Don't pay for book map. You get it for free on YouTube, guys. I show you guys this every day. And you can see, of course, all of it. All of it is being highly manipulated with more in the green for selling off around $130,000 Bitcoin than there is anywhere down below, anywhere. Other than, of course, our large level of support that is sitting at $108,000 Bitcoin, right? The previous level of resistance we're stuck there in pretty much the whole month of June. So that's, of course, on the chopping block. If we break 110,000, that's where we're going to go, 108. But yeah, people are waiting to sell at 130. Then they're waiting to sell also at 140. So somewhere between 130 and 140, we're going to be bouncing. We're going to be bouncing again here, probably in the next month, September. This is going to be September, guys. 130, 140,000, somewhere in between. All right, just giving you a heads up. Getting back into the thing. Where was the thing? Oh yeah, I'm already on the thing. Okay. What else are they talking about here? Dana from Cointelegraph Markets Pro and TradingView followed Bitcoin USD as it sank below 130,000 after initially reclaiming it after the daily opening. Bid liquidity was being taken on exchanges by the time of writing with 112,300. Now at the level of interest, max pain underneath that level. Per data from CoinGlass, Bitcoin took out a bunch of liquidity on both sides of the past 6 weeks. All of it, guys. Look at this. All of these longs were destroyed, or all these shorts were destroyed, all these longs were destroyed, right? So we took all of this out. We're sitting in the middle of nothing. That's why we are doing this thing now. Okay, that's what they're referring to there. Range around the same price region. Popular trader Dean Crypto Trade summarized on liquidity conditions in the latest post on X. The biggest cluster in close proximity and now sits around $120,000, of course, and local range low is 112. It's still in play. Keep an eye out for those areas as often act as local reversal zones and magnets when the price goes close to them. 100% agree with that there, and they're showing the same thing. All right, let's see what's going on in the chat. How you guys feel about this? 66% of you now calling for a breakout of Bitcoin's downward descending channel before Jackson Hole. That's $116,000 Bitcoin to break us out of that zone. That's all we need, guys. We need to get break on out. We don't even need to stay up there forever. We just got to break on out. That's the idea. So hopefully you guys are right about that. Let's see what we got here. I love Toshi. Again, yes, Toshi is moving this morning. Yes, it is. Maybe should I get a PS5 as a Jasmine node? If you want, man, it wouldn't be a bad investment right now before the price goes up. If you have a desire for a PS5. Anyone here also doing insight and doing that? I haven't DIR or did your research on that yet. I'm personally not gonna do it. I was gonna do a Jasmine node earlier of the year. I just ran out of funds. It's fine. Grand Rising Braveheart, yes, go Toshi. Jay the Turtle is a meme coin with scam utility, they say. I mean, yeah, it's a meme coin. This highly manipulated market. Anyway, C-Story, you don't physically need to run the node. They run it in the lab in Japan. We just get paid. Yes, you got to pay for, of course, that spot in the lab. Good morning, BMF and all. If you want to go that route, you can also do your own node via a AMD machine running Windows or Linux. No, just Linux. Just Linux, or you can use your smartphone too. Yeah, it's I've tried doing that. It's not fun, guys. You don't want your smartphone mining all day. I mean, consolidating nodes all day. And okay, transactions and everything. Okay, waiting for an influx of coffee. Cheers. Yes, I'm waiting for some more coffee too. It's all gone. It's all gone. Geez, good morning, Cliffy. Grand Rising Cliff. Cliff off this evening in October before the November aliens announcement. Then back to what is going on. You guys keep mentioning this. What's going on with the aliens in November? I need to know because I've got past beef with them, man. I got some beef with the aliens. I got some experiences. Okay, aliens. November. What is going on with it? Why you keep saying November? Was it like a university or something saying a mothership is approaching the Earth? Scientists predict this thing. Alien attack in November. Harvard scientist. Yeah, I think Cody was the one who first told me about this. Shout out to Cody in the chat if you're there. Yeah, scientists have warned a mysterious space object in the Manhattan area It's the size of Manhattan is hurling towards Earth. The danger it poses isn't what you're thinking. According to the U.S. study, space object may be an alien spacecraft that can be attacking our planet, possibly in November 2025. The Object 3 Atlas, previously known as A11PL3Z. What? Is that like A1, please? Like steak sauce? What the hell? As per researchers, may be an alien technology that can launch a surprise attack on the planet. Behind the warning, as one of the authors of the Avi Lab and a prominent Harvard astrophysicist known for his contribution to the research on aliens, his contributions on search of the life, cut there, and for his controversial conspiracy theories, including this one. All right. So that's what's going on with the aliens in November. Yeah, the more you know. The video card for Jasmine Node is cash. It's cash, says Cliff. Yes. I haven't heard anything about the aliens in November. Good morning, fellas. Good morning. How's it going? Greased up Nebs guy. Of course. Man, are you guys ready for another round of lube? the lube pool. Oh my god, that was intense last night. Intense. We had a huge breakthrough in therapy last night. Good morning, fellas. Good morning. Yes, yeah, Atlas is going to be firing off the sun's energy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Morning Nabs, be careful not to slip and fall in the pool. Yeah. Probably project blue beam if anything. Oh geez, guys. Interstellar object than Atlas is an astronomical network and it detected it. Yes. And Nebs, Cliff is already swimming in that pool. It's a little early to be swimming, don't you think? Yeah, a little early. All right, guys, it is 10:24. I gotta go. The bunker inspection is about to kick off. Let's do one more round real quick. I'm already in overtime technically, but let's do it.
Leave interest rates unchanged.
Policy Mossy restrictive.
After the employment report, they said they were more willing.
Sitting at Jackson Hole
for a September rate cut. We saw that from Mary Daly not too long ago. And while Schmidt didn't go quite as far as she did, he's sort of making it clear that he is open if they have another terrible jobs report and inflation doesn't rise significantly to an earlier cut. But right now, the minutes that we got from the July 30th meeting yesterday suggests that inflation is still paramount in the minds of everybody except the two dissenters, Mickey Bowman and Chris Waller. So it's going to take a lot on the employment mandate side to get people to cut in September. Right now, I would lean against it unless we see inflation come in tame.
Well, Mike.
All right. Still very hawkish statements ahead of the Jackson Hole Summit with Jay Powell. Jake is coming with a $2 super chat saying pucker up for the bunker inspection. Yeah. This sucks, guys. Hopefully it's not gonna be anything great. I mean terrible. Oh man, I just know that they're gonna see the studio and they're gonna be like, what the F, man. Oh jeez. All right, good luck on the inspection. Yes, top of the morning to you, Danny. Top of the morning again. Thanks again for supporting the chaos, Jake the Snake this morning. And again, guys, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe on the way out. Doesn't hurt at all. Doesn't cost you anything to support the channel. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs. We're only 150 away. Let's get it, guys. Let's get it. We're almost there. I'd love to get it before the bull run kicks off. Guys, it's going to be insane what's about to happen. All the normies jumping in. They're going to find us. They're gonna freak out when they find us too. It's gonna be nuts. Oh jeez.
You may even get tired of winning.
Yes. All right, guys. I will catch you guys tonight. Of course, do not forget to catch us at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time as we cover the market open for the foreign markets. Have a good one, guys. I'll see you later. Peace.
Fly me to the moon. Let me trade a montage. Let me see what freedom's like without money and gold bars. In other words, hold my keen. Oh! In other words, let's make history. Oh! Tomorrow will be more coins and let me bottle forever more and more and more and more and more. And more. Hollywood shopping and more. In other words, I choose you. In other words, I love you.
We're almost there, guys. Just a little longer. Yeah. Oh, I'm out of coffee. All right, guys. Catch you tonight. Take it easy. Later.
Watch the cash burn, land fade. A new world rises, we've made the trade. The robots are rising, he's taking the crown. But we're the ones that won't back down.
Bet.